Just incredible!
Just incredible, man.
Just incredible. Run the thing, eh? Run it!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Just Incredible's podcast from beautiful Los Angeles, California. Kicking off the new year the right way. You know, this is where you're going to hear everything about everybody moving in the culture, especially everyone on the rise, man. I got my guy, Kid Culture.
Yes, sir.
In
Thank
here,
you for
man.
having me, bro.
My pleasure, bro. Thank you for swinging through, man.
100%.
I know it's been a busy start to the new year.
For sure.
We just
getting
released a
into
new
it.
song
Yes, sir.
with a video. Well, the video's about to drop here this week, right?
Yeah, Friday. I don't know. Yeah.
Talk to me about this song you just put out, man.
Man, so basically, I was just making hella ideas like over the past like 2 years.
Okay.
And I found this sample. I chopped it up. I had like that hook. Oh, your problem, girl. I don't want any parts. You can keep it. It just came in, right? So
Yeah.
I had that, and I would like go back to that session, and I would just like play the chop out, and like just like say that and just like rap shit over it, and just be like, I don't know, like, and then like I made a few songs, and then I was like, yo, I gotta go back to that idea.
Yeah,
like,
you had that idea.
what was that? So then I was in the studio in New York, because I made that idea out in LA when I was living out here, and then I pulled it up, recorded the hook, and I was like, oh nah, this is it.
It's the one.
So then I wrote them verses, and it was just like, yeah,
Here we are.
This is special. Yeah,
It's a great lesson in that too, man, to just be patient, you know?
for sure.
Because I think a lot of artists get in the studio and it's just like, whatever I did last night, that's my hot shit.
Exactly.
But I really respect the fact that you just tucked it out, you know, time and place for everything.
Everything has its time. That's
Right?
I learned that just being out here producing records, just like one of my biggest records I produced, like sat on my laptop for like 2 years.
Really?
Like I made it when I was 16. Like I made the beat when I was 16, and then it didn't come out till I was 18.
Crazy.
Like
bro.
type shit like that. So yeah, it just like patience taught me patience
Yeah.
early. Like everything has its time.
No pun intended, but how did you know that this record was one that you wanted to keep, though? You know what I'm saying? Because you're
Yeah.
definitely responsible for giving some other people some great records, you know, and
100%.
contributing. How do you know when it's like, all right, this one's for me? You know,
It just has that feeling.
Yeah.
Like, and when I started to make my own records, like I was like, these are mine. And I'm like, when I'm making stuff with people, like it's always tailored for them. So
Yeah,
I never
love it.
have like a personal like, oh, I should have did that.
Right.
Like, yeah, nah, never.
Where does this sense of like maturity come from, man? I mean, you seem so poised, and you said you made a beat at 16, released a song at 18. I know you're a young man at 21 years old.
Yeah.
The world's coming at you fast, man. How are you
For sure.
handling everything, bro?
I mean, I just had some great mentors,
Great
thankfully.
parents,
Like great parent. Like shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
Like, cause he made music, so I just seen somebody so great in their element,
Right.
and I don't know, it just rubbed off on me like crazy.
No doubt.
And then when I got to LA, like I met Terrace Martin.
Shout out to Terrace Martin, man,
Like,
one of my
yo,
great friends.
like shout out to T, bro.
Genius, man.
Like he really was like, nah, you little bro for real. Like, so then I was just like chilling with him for like a good amount of time, just watching his process,
Wow.
and that was just like, even just musically mature as well.
Right.
Like, did a lot. Shout out to T.
Of course, shout out to
100%
Terrace. I mean,
always.
he's one of those guys that does it the right way. You know what I'm
100%. Like
saying?
he's gonna search.
That's right.
That's one gem. Like I really,
He gonna search.
yeah, he's gonna search and get it right, and it's always gonna be right.
Are you like hanging around the studio, or how do you even like meet someone like that when you get to LA?
So like
yeah,
that goes back to me like working with Cordae. So
Yeah.
I met Cordae just randomly, just like being young out here, just trying to figure it out. Like every studio I'm pulling up, like I'm cooking hella beats. Like
I'm in there.
I'm just in there. It's just like what I love to do. So then he just randomly, like, we just met like at this studio randomly. I played him like a few ideas, and he recorded the first beat. Like I played him, and then he was like, "Bro, you hard." I was like, "For sure." Like,
Good looking.
yeah. And then like he recorded the next beat. Next beat, he's like, "Bro, like, what you on? Like, I got to make my album." So then we just locked in,
Man,
and then that turned into the Lost Boy. But throughout that process, I say all that to say, we met T, and we just like locked in. Like, so from that point on, it was just lit. Like, I would just pull up on T, he would just let me be there. I was mad quiet because I observe, because I like
Fly
to
on the wall.
learn. Like, I really love to learn. Like,
Yeah.
so
You never stop
Yeah.
learning either.
and
man.
never, yeah.
Talk to me about working on Lost Boy with Cordae.
Man, that was like 8 months, I'd say. Like, we just every day,
Cooking.
like literally every day, flying
man.
places. Like, sheesh, like I don't even know where to begin.
So you're
like,
making beats, though. I know you did like, what, 7, 8 joints on this project, right?
Yeah, I did a lot on that album.
Fire.
Like,
Cohesively. Now when I hear it, I'm like, okay, now I get it.
for sure.
Now I get it. Y'all really locked in. But Cordae, Grammy nominated. Like, how does
Yeah.
this feel, man? Like cooking up.
No,
you
we
make-
knew the whole time. Like, yo,
This one of
this
those.
is special.
Yeah.
Like, we claimed it every day. Like, yo, bro, we really making that shit right now. Like,
Yeah.
we really like are locked in on something special. To us, like every day, we just be like, how can we make this better? How can we make this better? You know. So, yeah, it felt great. We went there, lost to Tyler, all good, but felt good to be there. And
No
I was
doubt.
just like, yo, this feels right. This feels like me. Like, this
Yeah.
feels like where I'm supposed to be at.
Hell
like,
yeah.
And so, just validating, very young. We
No.
made that album, I was 17.
Damn, bro.
So, yeah, and I think that came out. We started, I was 17, came out, I was 18. And then, yeah, I went there. I was just like, yeah. I seen Chris Brown. I was like, damn, like, this is like really where
where I
people,
wanna
you know,
be,
like, I was
yeah.
like, damn, I seen hella people. I was just like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be at,
No
for
doubt.
sure. Like, I met Kirk Franklin. That's huge for me. I'm a church boy.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Like, he gave me his number. Like, I was just like, damn, this is crazy. Like,
So you go from, if I read this right, you're playing drums outside of church, right?
yeah, for sure.
Like you're active, and then you meet Kirk Franklin.
Oh, like,
This shit gotta be like, you call
I
your
was like,
pops, I'm sure.
oh,
like,
100%. Like, I was like, yo, I just met Kirk Franklin, bro. Like, that's great. Like, if you really, like,
come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was special.
No doubt. It's
For
like, yeah, it's like you a basketball fan. You just
Exactly.
LeBron walking down the street.
100%. Exactly.
Right. You talking to him about music, things of that
For
sort.
sure.
too?
Yeah.
Wow. And then you're 17 years old. Are you out here at this point by yourself? Is your family like? This is a
Yes.
big jump.
Story's crazy. So basically, like, I was just in school, like, and I had always been like making music, like in Seattle, because I'm from Seattle. So like, people just knew me as like, oh yeah, young kid, he's crazy. Like, he got the crazy beats. But like, I never like put shit out. Like,
Right.
sorry, I don't know if I
No,
should
it's
cuss
good.
out,
You're
but
good. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I never put anything out, like SoundCloud, nothing. But
Nothing.
people just knew, like, of me. So I linked with this guy, and he put me in contact with, like, my first manager. And then he flew me out here, and I met Pooh Bear.
Yes. I want to talk about that too.
And then, yeah, he ended up signing me.
Wow.
I was 16. Wow. So then me and my dad moved out here.
Amazing.
And then I was just out here, bro, making records like every day.
Wow.
Learning, like, yeah, just putting in hours.
my
I had
lord.
already put in so many hours though. Like, when I was back in Seattle, I didn't realize, like, I knew I was great.
Love
Like, I
it.
knew it, but I
Yeah.
didn't know how great I
Right.
actually was.
Right.
Until like a Pooh Bear and like a Terrace and like, you know what, people were like, oh nah, bro, like you got
You got
you
that
have a
thing.
sound, like you can, like, you know what I mean?
Which
Like,
is so important,
100%.
right? There's a lot of beat makers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who
Yeah.
do music, but the ones that got the sound, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
for
and
sure.
their vision, those are the ones that break through.
100%.
Like Pooh Bear, like Terrace.
100%.
Kid Culture is here, man. Talk to me about how you came up with the name.
Man, so basically, I am Arab.
Okay.
My mom's from Jordan. My dad's Jamaican. And there's like a whole bunch of other races that they're mixed with. My mom's Russian and Arabic. Her dad's from Russia,
Yeah.
but his parents are Arabic. His mom's Arabic. So I just have a whole bunch of like different cultures, right?
Yeah.
Boom, in my name. And then it's funny because the kid part comes from this girl who actually I'm pretty much talking about on the album.
Okay.
We always called each other kid.
Okay.
Like, always. Like, yeah, okay. And
What's up,
like
kid?
high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know, like super just like. So I was just like, yeah. When I was gonna sign to Pooh Bear, I'm like, I need a new name. I just need a name. You know. So I was like, Kid Culture.
Kid Culture.
Yeah. Like I just
Yeah.
100%.
Such a good fit.
So from your music, from what I've heard so far, I get a new school vibe, but I also get an old school vibe.
Yeah.
Where does this come from? Like how, this style is refreshing, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just listen to like a lot of older music. And like I was talking about my dad earlier, like once again, shout out to him, just
shout out
putting
to
me
Pops.
up on like the best music. And like his taste is crazy. Like
Who was he
music taste.
listening to in the house?
Bro, like from like Frank Sinatra, like he had me singing like Hallelujah, I just love her so, like type that, like all those like Frank, like all the way to like Rick Ross. Like I'm a huge Rick Ross fan. I just love that delivery.
Yeah.
I'm big on like delivery.
Yeah.
So like
Tones and
yeah, just like
cadences
I
and-
was like damn, and Justice League on the beats. Like the beats sounded so grand. So like I'm just hearing that. He was a huge fan of Late Registration. Like
Yeah.
so like I love that.
That's one of those
You got it, just just got it.
groundbreaking, defining.
Yeah. And
albums.
sheesh. Who else was Pops playing, bro? Like just mad music, like jazz. You know what we would do? We would just ride around in the car, put on the local jazz station. He would just have me just rap.
Right.
Just freestyle. And I don't know, just like kid bars, but just like
Getting it going.
yeah,
though.
for sure. Just
Stevie Wonder, someone I could imagine.
100% Stevie
Right?
Wonder, yeah. Stevie. I listen to
Michael.
Stevie every day.
Worked with Stevie though, right?
Nah, not. I mean, yeah, he played harmonica on a joint we did.
On the Cordae project.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
That's fucking exciting.
that was crazy. Yeah,
I mean, when you say to yourself like, "Who would sound good here?"
for
and then
sure.
you say out loud, Stevie Wonder,
100%.
and then he's on a track.
And then it happens, and you're just like, what?
God is good.
God is amazing.
God
bro.
is good, man.
God is God is
the
amazing
greatest.
for sure.
How do you plan on pushing the game further, man? I noticed, in a lot of the things I saw, that's something that's, even when you sat down, you was like, I got that up next shit. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
What's kind of your vision for, the next 5 years?
Honestly, just making the best version of myself, like artistically.
Yeah.
Just like, how do I just be me and show people that like you can be you, like at the fullest though. Like
Right.
this is who I am. That's also why I'm so poised.
Feels
because
good.
I just know myself.
That's right.
So just like, yeah, the best music.
That's
like
right.
literally, like yeah, I don't want to
Give too much.
say the album title, and like, but my album title is like what it's gonna be.
Okay.
For more than 5 years.
You planning on dropping that album title soon?
A couple more singles.
Okay.
And then yeah, it's special though. I've had the name for a while, so
Originally from Seattle,
yes sir.
spent a lot of time in New York, lived in LA. How have each of these cities played a role though in your music?
Man, like Seattle, like even just being like in school, just doing music, like band, like but doing everything. Like like once again, Pop is gonna get a million shout outs throughout my life because
I
he
love
just
it.
really pushed me, bro.
Yeah.
Like to be great.
Yeah.
Like I was like playing drums in church from like day one. So like I'll be in like multiple drum lines.
Okay.
The school drum line, section leader of the drum line, like for Dolls and Gents. That's like this little like stomp drum line team. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the
That
team.
yeah, like, and we would just do parade. So I just like being in front of people, being like just out there loving what you do.
Yeah.
And just doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Seattle, so I could say for Seattle, like, yeah, jazz. My jazz teacher in high school, big role, made me such a huge Herbie Hancock fan.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then coming to LA and just being like I said, just like a kid making a million beats and songs in your
Yeah.
room. Coming out here, like just growing up, that was like really growing up, like fast.
Right,
So
when
it's
you got
just
to
like,
LA.
okay, I'm like at the Weeknd's house, or like I'm like just random, like so much things that you're just like, whoa, like, you know?
This is
So
happening.
growing up fast. I say that. That's what LA did. It just made me grow up fast. And then New York, I say, just honed in on this guy right here that you see that's present. Like this whole past year and a half, 2 years, just being there. I don't know, just like being in my own vibe completely. My own energy, excuse me, not my own vibe. My own space.
So important.
Yeah.
So important.
Yes, sir.
Signed to Epic now?
Yes, sir, in Volume 1.
Yeah. You said what?
Epic in Volume 1.
Epic in Volume 1. Talk to me about that.
So, man, that's amazing, obviously.
Hell yeah.
And that came about from me working with Eddie Benjamin.
Okay.
And then I met his team. Shout out to Mike. And he was just like, yo, like,
what we
you
doing?
you just like, let me just like, you know, because it's funny because when I started working with Eddie, I didn't have a team. Like I had just, because like I'm not signed to Pooh Bear anymore.
Okay.
So I bought out of my deal.
Right.
Co-pub with him and Skrillex. So I bought out of my deal, was at Sony, and I was just like making stuff and just like, yo, what am I on? Like, so then I met Mike, and he was just like, yo, like let's rock, whatever you want to do. I was like, okay, bet.
Man.
And then now we're literally here. I have this whole album, like crazy visuals, like just like everything I always wanted it to be. It's just happening.
Coming to that fruition,
Yeah,
man.
for
Coming
sure.
to fruition. First song is Keep It.
Yes, sir.
Love the vibe. Hook is so dope. Chop sample on that bad boy just
Yes,
sounded
sir.
like so fucking refreshing, man. Like I said to you earlier, it's gonna sound amazing on the radio because
Appreciate
I
that.
think it's gonna stick out so well in a good way.
Yeah.
You know, the
Completely
song's about
fresh.
yeah, man.
Mhm.
Songs about a past relationship.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
break that down because it's like being so vulnerable
I know, right?
and
I
honest.
gotta drink some water for this one.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
is freaking
Not easy to do, man. Not easy to do to lay it out on the line like that.
yeah, nah. So I was just like, I was mad young, obviously,
Yeah.
and I would just always be like finding myself like, what am I doing? Like every time I'm talking to you, like there's just something that I just like, what am I on? Like, can't lie, this song is about like two kind of like past, but like little, you know.
Sometimes you
So-
see those patterns and
Yeah,
you're like,
and
okay,
it-
this is what I'm.
Yeah. But I like the first verse, I left my heart in your glove compartment. Like the first line, like in my mind visually, like when I was like, remember because I told you like I had finally recorded the hook and I was writing the verse. I was just like thinking back, like what was our last combo? Like,
Right.
Cause you know.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in her car because I flew back to Seattle.
Got it.
And yeah, that was just like the last time I was like, damn, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So honest on the track, man. Great, great record. I can't wait to see the video dropping very soon.
Yeah.
End of this week to be exact. So by the time this is out, you know, that video, you'll be able to enjoy that too.
For sure.
On all streaming platforms. You've worked with so many people, man. So many people. Before we go there, though, I want to talk about, you know, because you write, produce, you do it all. Like, how did you learn how to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally, just like watching my dad.
watching
like,
Pops.
make a million songs, and then he would just let me record. Like, it's funny, I have, like, the other day he sent me, like, I think it was, like, maybe 3 or 4 joints off, like, his old computer. I was, like, 10 years old, like, 10 or 11. I have, like, a How to Love Lil Wayne cover that I
Wow.
recorded myself.
Shit.
Like, so, like, I've always been just, like, into it.
Yeah.
Like, with harmonies and everything. Like, I really have, like, full songs, like, that I wrote and produced
At a
at
young
like,
age.
11 years old. Like,
Wow.
obviously they're cheese, but
Yeah,
it's
but
just like,
still,
you know
though,
what I mean? Like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, fast forward, you're working with artists like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
What's that like, man?
I mean, sheesh. Shout out to Pooh.
Yeah.
I mean, we just made mad songs, and it just turned into, like, yummy. And to be honest, like, that song, when we did that song, like, we did so many songs that I was like, that's cool. Like,
Right.
You know,
It's
like,
crazy how that works.
right?
Like,
Like, and I was like, it's cool. Like, you know, like we made so much like more
Other records that have
like
not come out yet.
yeah.
Wow.
That I was just like, those are crazy. Like like I remember I heard one, I was like literally brought tears to my eyes.
Wow.
I was like, this one is like, but then yeah, it's just like I said, it just
Gave you
teaches you so much, like just even how making an album or like
Right.
all that, like
And
how
just
you
don't
pick
know.
records and how
Yeah.
you just don't.
You just don't know.
And then when it got broken down to me, I was like, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. Well, then Yummy's a
Like,
#1 record.
Yeah.
#1, going crazy. 100,000s of streams and views and
Yeah.
plays on air.
That joint went #2.
It was #2
because of the box.
That was
Shout
that
out
one
Kiefer.
where
Shout out-
Roddy was
yeah.
going so crazy.
For sure.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, but shit, that's a part of history right there.
100. I don't. Yeah.
That's a part of
yeah.
history.
I'm gonna have a good amount of #1s.
On
Trust
the way.
me. 100%.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
doubt. No doubt. Eminem, you've done work with Eminem?
I mean, yeah, just working with Cordae.
Yeah.
Just like anytime he has like a record, he's just like, yo, like what does this need? Like even just like arranging it, like I'm always just like hands on, like kind of with that, like so yeah.
The process.
Mhm.
What have you learned from working with someone like Pooh Bear?
Just man, great songs, I guess. That's
Yeah.
how to write great songs.
Is there a
Melody.
formula like that?
For sure.
Right?
Like everyone, like I work with a lot of writers.
Yeah. You got a
And-
top three on your list of just all time faves?
All time faves.
Like for me, I think of people like The Dream. I think of Pooh
Yeah.
Bear, of course. You know, these guys are in the
Pooh's up there.
best of the best. You got like a top 3?
I say in no order. This is actually kind of.
Hard for you?
I don't even think about stuff like top 3 songwriters. I mean, Pooh's up there. Freaking myself.
Mm-hmm.
And who else is called? Like, there's so many people.
There's so many great
There's
writers,
so-
man,
that's
especially
like-
in this city too, man.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people. I'll just say Ant Clemens. I love
Ant
Ant.
Clemens, man. Yeah, that's what's up. But we were talking a little bit about the formula and the recipe. You know, for me as a DJ, it's like there's always that moment of a song. You mentioned the box where it's like, "Bitch, don't wear no shoes in the house."
Yeah,
You know, there's those.
those
Is that like
sticky moments.
Yeah, those sticky. Yeah, is that how you would break something like that down?
Yeah,
Two
like-
shorts blow the whistles. Like, what's my favorite word? You
yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
But even just like when Yummy was written, like it was just like, this is gonna, like, what was said to me from Pooh was like, he's like, this is worldwide. Like, he's like, anybody who speaks any language can say that hook. And I was like,
Man.
that makes so much sense. Like, just even little things like that. It's just like, that's a gem. Like, simplicity, word choice. Like,
Yeah,
you know, like,
simple joints
like,
that just
yeah.
you can just repeat over and over again.
just that repetition.
Man.
It's all about the hook. Always all about the hook.
It's
Like,
always all about that hook. So we got a new album on the way
yes, sir.
this year
Uh-huh.
for sure. That's
100%.
exciting, man. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Some songs
100%.
you've been sitting on, and then what you're working on now, you're already like, yo, I'm working on my new album.
Yeah, the next joint.
The vision, the
turn it up.
patience.
Just, yeah.
It's the takeover. It's Kid Culture takeover time.
For sure, bro. Just records, visuals. Just great. Just art. Just me being me, bro. Just
Yeah.
expressing just what I think about.
That late registration album, man. What was some of your favorite joints off that project?
We Major is like one of my like favorite songs, I'd say.
Beat crazy on
Beats
that shit.
insane. I mean, bro, like that album is just like, if you want to make like great hip hop, I guess it's just like, that is like pretty much like a Bible in a way. Like to me, like
Nah, I feel
that
you.
tone, like you can do so much with that.
Yeah.
Like obviously make it your own, but like you can't not be inspired by that. It's just greatness. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, every song on
No
there is special,
doubt.
bro.
I mean, that was one of those moments too, where when that dropped, it just felt so good, so refreshing.
Yeah,
Artists like yourself, artists like Cordae, represent those moments,
for sure.
you know, in your own way. But it's just an exciting time. It's just an exciting time. LA registration is special.
100%.
LA registration is special. Did so now you live in New York now,
Yeah,
right? Bi-coastal, because I'm sure the traveling,
yeah.
you on that, right?
Got to.
How is creating on the road like that? Like, how is that space for you? Do you like that? Get the inspiration.
All I
from...
need, all I need is like, my God, a piano. Honestly, all I need is a piano.
How many instruments do you play?
I just play piano and drums.
Okay.
I want to get into guitar.
Yeah.
I love guitar
Yeah.
so much, but yeah, just piano or just a laptop.
You could pretty much do it anywhere.
Yeah. I like to be in my space,
Of course.
but yeah, I can pretty much do it.
What is your
anywhere.
creative space like? What's your process like in the studio? You hear so many different stories. I don't take you to have a lot of, you know, women, alcohol. I don't know. I'm sure there's a time
I'm really
and place,
just on
but...
this, time and place, but just the right lights.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just me being able to just be in there, have it loud, and just like when I hear the right chords, at the right, and it just hits me, and I just start to just sing and just go, like that's my space. So wherever that is, I'm always trying to find that, not find it, because honestly, all of this is just like given to me. Like my creative process, I'll say like it looks like this. I know for the people who aren't watching, but it's like this. It comes from above, and then it's like
flows out.
It flows. And if that doesn't happen, I don't want it. Like I don't want
Amen.
it. You know?
Amen. Could you put together a Mount Rushmore musically for you? Like just 4 people who...
Yeah. Stevie. Gotta put him up there. Yeah. Stevie A. Yeah, Drake. You have to say Drake.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
And Stevie, Kanye, Drake. I'm gonna say Paul Simon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's up there.
I love it.
He's special.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very special.
Yeah.
Very special. So many exciting things on the way for you, man. Have you what's one of your favorite songs? If you want someone to listen to a song right now, you know, to understand who Kid Culture is, what would you tell people to go listen to?
Keep It by Kid Culture.
Right
It just
now,
came
plus
out.
the video.
100%.
That's right.
Yeah, me. Listen to me. You want to know me.
Man, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to hear
Same.
what you got on the way.
Yeah, it's special.
Now the patience is even more challenging for you because you're
Yeah.
like, oh man, I know what's on the
On the way.
horizon.
But yeah, I just keep creating. That's what keeps me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay, I did that. Now I'm about to do that
On another level.
up here, and it's just gonna keep going.
There's a lot of, as we close out here, there's a lot of people out there watching who are 16 making music.
Yeah.
They're just turning 18, maybe got a chance to have a placement, got to move, make some tough decisions. You know, this shit ain't easy, bro. Like, what do you want to tell the young world out there, man?
Yo, just lock in on you. Like, know yourself. Because if you really know you're not going to let anybody, like, you know, take
Drive that
advantage or, like, make you feel, like, uncomfortable. Because if you are just 100% sure in what you're doing, creatively, artistically, whatever it is, anything, just lock in on you. Don't be worried about what other people are doing.
Right.
Just lock in on you. Because the more you just, you know, stay in that fire, just keeps burning.
Yeah.
The world literally has to see you.
I love that. I love that. You got to make some tough choices too, I'm sure, at certain times.
For sure, but it builds character. You have to go through things.
Yeah.
That's what that's how I am. How I am. Like, just you go through things. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like that's the honest answer. Like,
yeah,
shit happens. So it is what it is. Like, it's just the business. It's what you want to do. If you love it, you can't get mad.
You're gonna do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Hey man, Kid Culture is here. The new song "Keep It" is on fire right now. Video is out as well. Make sure y'all check that out. My bro's got a huge year ahead of him.
Yes, sir.
Along with career, man. I wish you the best, man. I wish you much success. I'm a big energy guy, man. Since the minute I met you and you walked in that door, I was like, man, this guy is special, man.
Appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate you taking the time to come sit down.
Thank you for
this will be
having
first
me, bro.
of many, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
You know
this is the first of many. 100%.
I look forward to many more moments, man. It's a blessing to sit with you. You've definitely worked with some of my other great friends and people that I look up to.
For sure.
So to connect with you today is very special, man.
Man, appreciate you, bro.
My boy.
Yes, sir.
Kid Culture is here. Man, run them numbers up, man. Streaming on all platforms. Drop your Instagram handle for them too. So
it's just Kid Culture.
Kid Culture, super easy to find.
Yes, sir.
For more content like this, interviews, freestyles, up and coming artists on the rise. If you're loving shit like this, please do me a favor. Click the like button, hit the subscribe, drop a comment, follow my boy on the gram. Music streaming everywhere. That new song is going crazy, man. Y'all gonna love him, man. Just like that, man. I really am excited for the work you're getting ready to drop, as well as that Keep It joint that's out right now.
100%.
Kid Culture's here. I'm Just Incredible. This is the Just Incredible podcast. Peace and love.
Just incredible!
Hey yo, Just Incredible!
You don't know, eh?
Keep winning.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you to everyone who watched this podcast. The music you're hearing, that's provided by LA's own The Eastie Boys. If you enjoyed watching this, please hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and while you're there, tap that subscribe button so you can subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. There's more content just like this, and trust me, a lot more on the way. To keep up with me off of YouTube, follow me on Instagram at Justin_credible or my TikTok. You can just search Watch Just Incredible. Thank you so much for watching.